Hello and good morning. It is Sunday, 21st February 2016, and this is Devaraja Mayuran with the news highlights of today's English dailies. The headline of the Sunday Times says, Rape of Lanka Seas worsens. Indian fishermen now resorting to deadlier pair trawling, damaging even SLN craft. As the Sri Lankan government looks the other way, poaching by Indian fishermen in Sri Lankan waters in the Park Strait has taken a serious turn with the use of pair trawling, where two steel hull boats scrape the sea bottom. And the news says, startling revelation. The Indian Coast Guard has told a Chennai High Court that the Sri Lankan Navy has neither trespassed into Indian waters nor attacked Indian fishermen in Indian waters. From January 2014 to March 2015, as many as 36,860 Indian fishing boats poached in Sri Lankan waters. And the news says, Constitution full debate on Thursday. Parliament on Thursday will take up for debate the resolution on the appointment of the Constitutional Assembly. The debate will begin at 9:30 am and will continue till 7:30 pm, Parliament officials said. The news below it says, ETCA will be signed. Traitors can't sabotage deal with India, says Prime Minister. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe yesterday vowed to go ahead with the Indo-Lanka Economic and Technical Cooperation Agreement. We will take this agreement forward. We have a majority in Parliament, the Prime Minister said during a tour of Hambantota. Another news says, Facebook plot to kill Maithripala Sirisena and Ranil Wickremesinghe, court orders arrest of suspect. Colombo's Chief Magistrate Jihan Plapitia has ordered the arrest of a suspect who through his Facebook page allegedly called for the assassination of President Maithripala Sirisena and Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. The news below it says, Rajitha is stable, says Sun. Health Minister Rajitha Senaratne, who was flown to Singapore for treatment on Friday, is in a stable condition, a family member said last night. Dr. Senaratne's son and parliamentarian Chatura Senaratne said his father had undergone medical examinations and more tests were to be done. With that story, let me move to the news highlights of today's Sunday Observer, whose headline says, Ban on animal sacrifice in the offing. Animal sacrifice in all Hindu shrines in the island will be banned under a new law that is to be introduced soon, Resettlement, Reconstruction, Hindu Religious Affairs and Prison Reforms Minister D.M. Swaminathan told the Sunday Observer. He said he will present the bill in Parliament at the end of this month. The Prevention of Animal Sacrifice in Hindu Shrines bill is now being drafted by the Legal Draftsman Department, he said. And the news says, ex-ITN head key officials to be charged. Former chairman of the independent television network Anura Sriwardana and several key ITN officials are like to be charged separately under the Penal Code and the Bribery Act for financial irregularities committed during the former administration, authoritative sources said. The news below it says, Kachadivu Festival, Sri Lanka India navies working in tandem. Over 3,500 Sri Lankan, 3,800 Indian pilgrims and 300 priests and nuns are due to attend the annual feast of St. Anthony's Church, Kachadivu Island today. It will be held on grand scale with the assistance of the Navy in coordination with the Indian High Commission. The news below it says, Palali Airport project to go ahead. The development of the Palali Airport as a regional airport is next in line under the government's infrastructure development program for the northern province. Resettlement, Reconstruction, Hindu Religious Affairs and Prison Reforms Minister D.M. Swaminathan told Sunday Observer. Commenting on the objections raised by NPC Chief Minister C.V. Vigneswaran, Defence Secretary Karunasena Hettiarachchi said the government will go ahead with the proposed project. The news beside it says, Tamil prisoners reject parole system. The release of Tamil prisoners in detention under the Prevention of Terrorism Act hit a snag as the prisoners refused to accept the flexible terms of parole the government has offered, Resettlement, Reconstruction and Hindu Religious Affairs Minister D.M. Swaminathan told the Sunday Observer. With that story, I am just moving to the prime news that the Ceylon today has brought. As the front page highlights the articles and reports, I just moved to the second page, where the headline says, CID concludes Agnalikoda probe. states he was abducted and murdered. A top official of the Criminal Investigation Department told Ceylon today that investigation into disappearance of journalist Pragit Agnaligoda have been completed. He said all suspects connected with the abduction and disappearance of Agnaligoda have been taken into custody and they have all been cross-examined by the police. The news beside it says Wasim Tajuddin's killing army to probe Captain Diza's role. A top-ranking official of the army told Ceylon today that Captain LMT Vimalasena alias Captain Diza was summoned twice by the Criminal Investigation Department for questioning in connection with the murder of popular Ragarite Wasim Tajuddin. Another news says Siambila Pitia visits Sambur, stage set for coal power project takeoff. Minister of Power and Renewable Energy Ranjit Siambila Pitia made an inspection tour of the vicinity of proposed Sampu power plant and discussed with officials the construction of the first and second phases of the power plant. Finally, a news says Mahinda Rajapaksa's ITN campaign payments squarable, Prisifac final report to President soon. The final report of the Special Presidential Commission investigations into former President Mahinda Rajapaksa allegedly failing to pay a sum of Rs 101 million to the independent television network, being costs of 2015 presidential election propaganda advertisements aired by the network, will be submitted to the President Maithripala Sirisena next month. Secretary to the Commission Leslie D. Silva told Ceylon today that a copy of a final report will also be sent to the Attorney General Jayanta Jayasuriya. These are the prime news that the English dailies of Sri Lanka brought for you today. News like this and more will come on your way tomorrow too. Have a nice day. Goodbye.